Uber is facing a $125 million lawsuit for allegedly discriminating against passengers with disabilities. The Justice Department accuses the ride-sharing giant of violating the Americans with Disabilities Act by routinely refusing to serve people with disabilities, charging cleaning fees for service animals, and charging cancellation fees to riders who are unlawfully denied service. Uber, for their part, denies those claims. Now, one of the people named in this lawsuit is Ryan Honick. Honick has cerebral palsy and has a service dog named Lovey. He shared with CBS News a video of an interaction he had with an Uber driver. Take a look.
I'm not going to allow you to put the dog here and then I have to vacuum it again.
Sir, it's federal law.
I don't want to argue with that. I'm not going to take you because I'm not going to go to do vacuum again on my car. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sir, it's federal law.
Listen.
This is a service dog. I have a legal right with my service dog who is well trained.
I understand, but I'm not going to put dog here.
And Ryan Honick joins me now. Ryan, thank you for being with us. Before we get into this lawsuit, can you talk to us about Lovey and how she helps you?
Sure. So thank you for having me. Lovey is my second service dog from Canine Companions. She's fantastic. She helps me basically take the stress off my body in things that my body can't handle as easily. So things like opening doors and drawers and picking up dropped items, that's a big one. And also helping with light switches. So taking that stress off of my body tremendously helps me show up more fully in daily life and support, myself with all the energy that I can serve because she's helping me.
Yeah, she's remarkable. Can you talk to us, though, about the access for service dogs under the ADA, American for Disabilities Act?
Sure. So under the ADA, service dogs and their handlers have a right to public access and to go anywhere that the public is allowed to go. That includes rideshare. So when we get denied, it is actually a really big challenge because we are tasked with trying to figure out how are we going to get from point A to point B if suddenly public access is denied to us just simply by virtue of trying to exercise our right.
So what's been your experience trying to hail Ubers and Lyfts? Have they always said no when you try to get into their cars?
It's exhausting. I mean, that video that we played at the top here was just one of many, but it is exhausting. It has happened so frequently that I've built in what I've called rejection time. So that's an extra 30 to 45 minutes that I'm building in to just basically anticipate rejection and denial of my rights just to get to where I need to go. And so by the time you're seeing those videos, what you're seeing is a lot of frustration and years of buildup of what happens when the system fails repeatedly. And so that's where we are.
So when you are denied service, what do you do? Do you try to call a taxi? Do you try to get another Uber?
Depending on where I am and depending on what's going on, I've paid for premium options like Uber Pet, which is a surcharge that I shouldn't be allowed to pay. That cost over the course of a year, I did some math the other day. That cost of that surcharge on average cost me about $8,000 a year if I were to do Uber Pet each time. Before Uber Pet, which came in 2019, my options were to pay for premium services like Uber Black, and that was exponentially more expensive. So the added disability tax when you have a service dog and you're trying to get rideshare adds up quickly.
Yes, it certainly does. And I want to read you this statement, though, from Uber. They said that, it reads in part, riders who use guide dogs or other assistive devices deserve a safe, respectful, and welcoming experience on Uber, full stop. We have a clear zero-tolerance policy for confirmed service denials, and we fundamentally disagree with the DOJ's allegations. So what do you say to that? And what do you hope comes from this lawsuit?
Well, I think what's important to realize is there was a report that came out this summer from Assistance Dogs International in partnership with Canine Companions that showed that service dog handlers had an experience of 56% of respondents said they had a access denial with rideshare this year. So the stats don't lie. And Uber can have all the written policies they want, but it's only as good as their enforcement. And so what do I want out of this lawsuit? I want enforcement, because that's the crux of it. We need training for drivers. We need public education so that they understand the vital role that service dogs like Lovey play. And we need to hold them accountable. And that's what this lawsuit is really about. It's holding them accountable for and getting us beyond compliance theater, which is what it's been for, since this all started.
I'm just looking at these pictures of you and Lovey, and it's amazing to see this bond that you two share. She certainly is a special little girl. You're so lucky to have her, and she's lucky to have you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being with us.